Hello, my name is Brandy McWilliams, and I'm here today to urge you to get your flu vaccine. As we all know, the holidays are quickly approaching, and I just want to paint a picture for you. Imagine this. As the Christmas season presses on, you begin to develop flu symptoms. Fever, body aches, chills. You had initially planned on visiting your family for the holidays, but your family includes a chronically ill grandfather and a newborn niece. Given the fact that you haven't had your flu shot yet this year, you decide it's probably best to go to the doctor first. You arrive at the doctor, you're given the awful nasal flu swab, and unfortunately your diagnosis is that you have the flu, and you're given strict orders to go home, rest, and avoid contact with people until you've been fever-free for at least 24 hours. As your flu infection progresses, you end up with extreme fatigue, chills, coughing, headache, and a recurrent fever. Christmas time at home, and all you're going to do is attempt to keep yourself hydrated and alternate between fever-reducing medications in an effort to control your pain level. Not my ideal Christmas. A flu vaccine could have easily combated this, and typically they're covered at no cost to you through your insurance company. Unfortunately, our second line of defense, antivirals, are now our best bet, and they typically only shorten your cold for 24 hours, and they are extremely costly. So let's rewind a little bit. 2 months, back to the beginning of October. You were in a local grocery store, you saw a flyer for a local flu shot clinic. You decide, I'm young, I'm healthy, I don't need a flu shot. This is a common misconception. While there are groups that have a greater risk of developing the flu, individuals over the age of 65, children under 5 years of age, pregnant women, those that are chronically ill, these are all groups that have a higher risk of developing the flu. But anyone can get the flu. In fact, last flu season, individuals aged 18 to 64 years of age accounted for 60% of those infected with the flu vaccine. But the good news is the Center for Disease Control spends countless hours and millions of dollars each year researching the flu. This research is translated into the types of viruses that we combat each year with our vaccines, and it also equates out to detecting down to each individual strain that is circulating around your area. A common reason that people cite for declining the flu vaccine is because they truly believe that the scientists that work for the Center for Disease Control guess on what type of virus they're going to cover with the vaccine that year. While it is completely true that we don't know the actual virus until it arrives in your area, we have a fantastic technology called quad vaccine that is actually one shot that covers 4 strains of the influenza virus all in one shot. The CDC has also made these amazing vaccines eligible for children to get 2 doses, and they have an increased dose for those 65 years of age or older so that they're able to further their protection over the standard dosage that everybody gets. Also, the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases are working on a universal vaccine. This vaccine will cover all strains of flu A, and it would be good for anywhere between 3 years and 20 years, depending on the individual and their immunology. The director for the institute has said that currently this is their main priority for the next couple of years because they want to break through this technology. But until then, we have to receive single yearly vaccines as our first line of defense against the flu. One flu vaccine can help save the estimated $10.4 billion spent annually in medical costs. Not only that, It can help alleviate the $87 billion medical cost economic burden year to year. But most importantly, one flu vaccine can save your life. Last year, in the United States, approximately 80,000 individuals lost their life due to flu and its complications. It was nearly a decade since we've had a flu season this bad. The flu does not discriminate. It does not care if you are rich or if you're poor. It does not care if you're young or you're old. The flu doesn't care if you think that you're generally healthy, if you have a family. It doesn't care whether you have the insurance to cover the expenses for your illness. The flu can attack at any time, and it is potentially deadly. Please protect yourself and your loved ones by getting your flu vaccine today. Help us break the cycle of the flu.